The most embarrassing thing my dad did while I was growing up was tell every hostess at every restaurant that his name was Mr. Sit Now Please, saying the words quickly to feign some kind of foreign pronunciation. When they looked back at him with a confused or more often blank expression, he would smile wryly and retort, "We're Russian." My dad only ever wanted to work with flying machines. Whether it was a mechanic, engineer, or pilot, his life can be traced like a beeline to the skies. He married my mom at 25, very much the proponent of when you know, but this decisiveness was not entirely passed down to me. Though I too was Russian through life, I was never quite sure what I was rushing towards. I saw the future as a place I would land and time as a thing I had to get through, and I never understood why people said, "You can't control your life," because to me, the future was an always favorable thing I held inside my head, wrapped around me like a warm blanket of my own design. It was everything I could imagine, and much more fun than the present, which perpetually slid underneath my feet like an infinite treadmill so repetitive and monotonous that existing was far more palatable when I allowed myself to forget it was there at all. So I just kept running. But interestingly enough, when I look back at the few vivid moments I have of my childhood, they're all very still, quiet, often isolated moments of little significance. No reverberating decisions, actions, or statements. Like passing through the screen door to sit in the dewy grass of my backyard on a warm Thursday morning before school, or pressing sticky printer ink between my fingertips after decorating my bedroom wall with my favorite movie posters, or the glimmers dancing in a plume of dust kicked up beneath my feet on a walk out in the desert, the droning echo of an escape basketball hitting the garage after a missed shot, allowing freshly washed hair to be dirtied by the trampoline. The thread that ties all these moments is that I wasn't in them. I was in my head wondering about some obscure variation of my future life in which I'd look back at this moment, however inconsequential it was to the person I'd become, like some kind of mental control save. I wonder how much more of my life I'd remember if I hadn't been so focused, so obsessed with my own imagination. But if I'm honest, my imagination is still my favorite place to be in the entire world, dancing across the soundtrack for the supercut of some fantastic life, though a light desert wind pierces through the branches of every version I never lived out but so richly and intimately designed, whisking me away into some kind of non-existence that captures me now, a place I know I ran to but can't quite remember why. And I used to be so severe on myself for this, scolding my untempered mind for wondering. But I've come to love this side of myself. I've begun to wonder if all of these stories I've crafted aren't really sort of a beautiful thing. If I could do a little more to purify the sources, to eliminate the doom scrolls and the pessimistic soapbox operas, a little more reading, a little more writing, a little more remembering the moments I hope are auto-saved, hovering just beneath the whirring black tar strip of the penultimate treadmill I rush and rush and rush upon, then this long life of chasing fleeting stories and ideas wouldn't have been so entirely wasted. Because I know that one day it will have to stop. I can only hope that I reach that point so fulfilled and exhausted that I gladly look into the eyes of whatever terrestrial deity it is that will decide my fate, and breathlessly, with a wry smile, tell them, "One for Sit Now Please, it's Russian."